What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new Creator News Live, the first one of the week. As you know, we do it 3 times a week now, and I've yet this year to do it 3 times a week because I miss one day no matter what. But we're gonna try this week. It is Wednesday, January 21st of 2026. I am just a few minutes late, which is, you know, it's been worse. But today, we're going to be talking about the alt-right Avengers. We're going to be talking about the Tate brothers. We're going to be talking about Clavicular and Nick Fuentes and Sneako and some tag-alongs. But I hope everyone's week has been great so far on this hump day. We're getting ready to go into the weekend with the next Creator News Live, so I'm excited about that. And yeah, I mean, last Creator News Live, we did not do personal news because I was like, let me see how this works in the algorithm. It didn't do anything. It didn't do anything by skipping personal news, so I thought I'll do it this week. Personal news, I'm slowly getting back in the gym. I had a period where I was just working every day and couldn't and skipping the gym, so I've been hitting the gym again. What's up, Ruthie? You just woke up? Okay, that's great. Wait, how are you doing? Are you feeling any better? But anyway, outside of, like, I've just been working a lot. I've been, you know, working out. Not much else. I mean, I'm working on a video right now about the FaZe Clan that I'm super excited about. So I've already filmed it. It took a long time writing the script for that. I'm getting close to, I gotta edit it and get it out there. I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be the best video that I've ever posted on the channel. So if you're looking forward to that, go ahead and click subscribe. But now let's get into the Creator News because I don't have much other personal news to talk about. It's midnight here and I accidentally took a nap. I've done that I've done it worse. I'll wake up at like 3 a.m. after taking like yesterday I woke up at like 3 a.m. after taking a nap at like 8 or 9. So sleep is weird. Anyway, let's get into this. So let me close that out. I should have got this ready before. Anyways, something massive or massively lame, depending on how you look at it, happened over this past weekend. And that was, we got the alt-right Avengers to assemble. And me personally, I think it's cringe, but we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. But before we get into it, if you don't know anything about this side of the internet, who are any of these guys? What are they about? What do they stand for? Well, they've all really got a connection to the alt-right pipeline, or also known as the manosphere, which is a newer term for it. And basically, the according to Wikipedia, yes, Wikipedia has a manosphere article. The manosphere is a varied collection of websites, blogs, and online forums promoting masculinity, misogyny, and opposition to feminism. And this includes stuff like male rights activists, incels, men going their own way. A lot of the way a lot of people get brought into the manosphere or like the alt-right pipeline is through pickup artists, like guys in their teenage years really insecure about something and they're having trouble talking to girls or getting a date or something, so they go on YouTube and they look up like how to pick up a girl or how to ask a girl on a date. They get pulled in first by pickup artists into any sort of these communities. They can come in looking on how to pick up women and leave being like, I'm an incel and I'm never gonna get a girl, or they're gonna be like, F women, I hate feminism and stuff like that. So there's so many routes that the manosphere can take, and they're all lame as hell. So the the manosphere is also connected with politics, specifically like alt-right politics, far-right politics, which is how people like Nick Fuentes got brought into it. People like Myron Gaines are on that like fence of in between just being like a political guy versus being just a misogynist guy, and sort of like all in between, right? But this is a main summary of the manosphere. If you don't know much about it, when I think of the manosphere, I think of the OG video. This was the stuff back in the day when I was first getting. If you didn't know, I was at one point part of the far right pipeline, part of the manosphere. I didn't go too deep, but I went in there, and this was the kind of stuff that got played back in the day when I was getting pulled into the manosphere.
Why Sigma males are more attractive than alpha males. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Anthony Spade channel.
Get ready for your daily red pill. Sigma males versus it's just the lion walking. Oh yeah, I love that stuff. Now it's funny because even like back in the day, this stuff was a little bit of a joke. When you would see it, when you would get pulled into the alt-right pipeline, you'd still see this stuff and kind of think it's a joke. But this is like one of the dudes that like coined the term Sigma male, and now everybody uses Sigma male. Now it's like just like a basic term. Like, what a cringe intro. I know. But we got to get into who are these Avengers, these alt-right manosphere Avengers that are assembling. Well, first, the main guy, pretty much the one most people would know, is Andrew Tate. He's a charged human trafficker. First off, he used to be a manager over OF pages, or I guess before OF existed, he ran different sites connected to that type of thing. And he's the founder of Hustlers University, the most useless degree you can get on the internet. Following that up, though, he gets help from his brother, Tristan Tate, who is a former kickboxer and the brother of Andrew Tate, and he is also a charged human trafficker. But don't worry, all of the Avengers are not human traffickers, because we got Nick Fuentes, right? He's the founder of the Groypers, right? He's a far right podcaster who's been around for actually a pretty long time, but just now in this new Trump 2.0 is getting like a big spotlight on him. Is getting a lot more views, is getting a lot more attention that he really did not have up until this point. But he's been around probably, I believe, since like 2016, 2017, like a pretty long time in a political commentary career, that is. But he's a political outcast by most of the GOP. Like most of the like traditional establishment Republicans are like, hey, we don't associate with this guy, we don't like this guy. He's a little too far right for us, right? And then there is Myron Gaines. Myron Gaines is the co-host of Fresh and Fit, and his other co-host is Fresh. So I guess he's fit. What you may not know about Myron Gaines, and what I didn't know about him until today when I was doing research, is he's a former Homeland Security agent. So you learn something new every day. And then also he's just like a womanizer. That's sort of like his thing on the podcast. Who is this guy in the chat? I thought he was going to say W for everybody. He said W Tate, W Nick, but then he said L Myron. What's different about Myron, dog? I need to know your opinion. I need to know. Hero of the nation. What is different between Myron and Tate and Nick? Then we got Sneako. Sneako has been also around for a pretty long time, but in a very different form, because he used to be a big YouTube essayist, and surprisingly, he was a big Bernie Sanders supporter. He used to be pretty far on the left. He used to talk about like very important, detailed things. Like, Sneako is someone to this day that really confuses me, because personally, like, I don't know. I feel like he's playing. I don't know if he's playing dumb or he actually just got dumber. Because for the longest time, Sneako was this guy who was like doing a lot of creative stuff. He was working with Mr. Beast at one point, by the way. And it seems like, I don't know if he puts on an act or if he's genuinely like changed in a completely different way. But I mean, Sneako, he's an interesting case. I might do it. I said I was going to stay away from politics this year, but we're doing the Manoverse on a live stream. We're going to probably do a Sneako video at one point, getting into more detail about Sneako. And Sneako, he streams on Kick, and if you didn't know, he likes watching his girlfriend have sexual interactions with different men. So anyway, I skipped. Who did I skip? Yeah, this dude. He's just like a basic ass guy. Justin Waller, CEO of Red Iron Construction. I've seen his video before. He's just a basic like business guy and an a-hole. I'd say he's the most tame out of all these people, but that is also given that I don't know much about his background. But he's one of the only videos I watched on him was him just saying that he hates his mom. So that's him, Justin Waller, whatever. He was here to tag along. I'd say he's the weakest of the group. And then the newest member of the group is Clavicular. He's a looks maxer. He's a bone smasher, and he is a professional mogger. Nico is either simply a grifter or dumb or both. I think he's both. I think he might be both. I think he handled it for so long that he ended up this way. I don't know. But anyway, this is Clavicular. He's just now popping off. I believe like his first big TikToks were taken off around like probably like October of last year. And then he got massive Hero of the Nation. I need some explanation, because he put W Tate, W Nick, L Myron, W Sneako, W Justin, L Clav. So like I need some explanation here. What's the L's and the W's for? Who I want to know. I'm curious. But Clavicular, most recently known for running people over with a Cybertruck. Also, I will say Clavicular is a more complex character than you first see. At first you're just like, oh, this is a guy that really cares about his looks so much. He cares about other men's looks. He's very addicted to figuring out how to make himself look the nicest. I did some background information on Clavicular. He has heavy autism. I resonate with as a fellow autist. And he was very awkward growing up. And also, if you do go back and look at his before pictures before his looks maxing phase, you will see this man. He was average. He was average looking, but then he was also super awkward on top of it. So now he's just awkward, or I don't know. I guess the looks maxing gives him a bit more like confidence. Because I mean, that's why we all try to look better, right? We try to get a lot of confidence. We want to make ourselves feel good. We want to make ourselves feel like we're the man, right? That's why you really care about your looks so much. I think for the most part, for most people, I don't know what everybody else in the chat thinks, but for me, I try to make myself look better because it makes me feel better. It makes me feel more confident. And I think that's part of him, but he's still a little awkward. I don't know. And basically, from what I've seen is he's realized that looks are everything, because before, average looking and awkward, and he wouldn't get girls that would come up to him, or he wouldn't get girls to talk to him. And now he looks like this, and he gets a lot more girls to come up to him and talk to him and chat and everything. And he's basically come to the conclusion that looks are literally everything, because nobody wanted to talk to me before, and now they want to talk to me now. Not realizing you can look like shit and still get people to come talk to you if you got a good personality, if you're friendly, if you're nice. But that's beyond the point. He's the final member of the alt-right Avengers, and we stayed on his slide a little too long. Anyway, let's talk about them getting together. This is the guys first getting together. Audio, hold on, did my audio, oh no, there we go, it's just quiet.
Again, good to meet you, bro. Nice to meet you.
All these guys meeting each other for the first time. Interestingly enough, a lot of these people have Kanye West connections. Oh, there's Fresh. I like how they did not include him in the group picture. Damn, Myron's an L. Myron's an L. Fresh got to come, but he didn't get to be part of the group picture. That's messed up. That's messed up. What did you say, Hero of the Nation? Clav is an L because the way he looks at life applies to women, not men. Debatable. Looks for women is everything, but not the same philosophy for men. Looks can matter for both people. I will say, you're sort of twisting it here. You're saying looks are everything for women. It's because men only care about looks. It's because men are so shallow that they don't really care about a woman's personality as much. A lot of men will only look at a woman's outer appearance and judge her by that value only. That's why it's perceived like looks are everything for women, because that's all their counterpartners really care about. But it's, I will say, evening out a bit more. You know, there's men out there that are now looking more for personality, and there's women out there that care a little bit more about looks at this point. So it's a little bit of both. A little bit of 6-7.
Man, with streaming 8 hours already.
You're streaming non-stop.
Yeah.
You're everywhere.
I'm trying to do 10-12 hours a day, bro. You know what I mean?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why
Man.
you can do it endlessly.
Hate misses when he was on top. You can tell.
I mean, yeah.
Defender of the third world. Good to be here. Good to meet you.
Sneako.
All right, let's
finally
work out
joined.
this issue a little bit.
There's no issue.
Yeah, schoolyard.
There's no issue. Yeah, it's political disagreements. There's no
Well,
issue.
we're all in Miami. Let's have a good fucking time.
Have a
You
good
know?
And
I actually want to one more time apologize.
bro, I will say one of the funniest things ever was just how small Nick Fuentes is compared to everybody else. Like we looked at the group picture set earlier. Like, here, let me go back. Damn, it's so many slides back. He's so much smaller than everybody else. He's a whole foot under everybody else. It's kind of fun. I don't know how tall he is. I literally looked up today on Google. I was like, oh, how tall is Nick Fuentes? And Google would not tell me. I was like, I don't know. I was trying to figure out where I've seen you before, and then I remembered. Oh yeah, that vid. I have taken that vid down with a lot of, like, I purged at the beginning of the year a lot of my videos, just on the basis that I wanted to, like, hone in my content a bit more, focus on a specific, like, spectrum of streamers and content creators. So I'm going to be focusing on that while I build my audience up a bit more, and then we might spread out, and then I might make that video public again at some point. But I don't want people, like, I noticed a lot of Star Wars fans were coming in and then they were immediately unsubscribing after they watched that video, even though it did really good. You know, it got a ton of views, but I was like, I'd rather take it down and keep people from leaving. That makes sense. Feels like the Tates were mainly interested in meeting Nick. Yeah, I don't know if any of them had met Nick before. as far as I'm aware. But also it's cause Nick controls what the Tates used to have. Nick has the influence that Andrew Tate had 2-3 years ago, or I guess like 3-4 years ago at this. But it's just because they've kind of lost their influence that they had over the political spectrum, really.
And I actually want to one more time apologize to you in person, because the only thing that happened with me, in my opinion of you, is cancel culture worked. Cancel culture worked so well that I didn't really know who the fuck you were. So when you were running your mouth, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? He cares so much about this issue. I didn't realize that you'd never been banned. You'd been fucking 5 times the size of Andrew. Cancel culture worked so well that I, out of my ignorance, posted on Twitter, well, this fucking guy is talking about these issues all the time, and, you know.
I will agree with Tristan on this. Cancel culture with Nick Fuentes worked really well for the longest time until the platforms started easing up too much on what they allow. Because up until now, Nick Fuentes had been banned off of YouTube for like pretty much almost a decade. So it's literally, it's like, I don't know, the Overton window has shifted so far right of what we're starting to allow now, that now Nick Fuentes is able to like run it up like crazy on TikTok and run it up crazy on YouTube Shorts feeds. That's where Nick is really getting a lot of his audience now, is from those short form videos. That's probably where you see him first, is you see a clip of him and they clip it, and in the clip right before he's about to say a little bit more crazy stuff, so you can relate to that first half of the clip and you're like, I'm gonna go check this guy out, and then you go to his Rumble stream, or I guess that's where he's still streaming now. And that's how he's feeding this new audience solely based off of those clips. And then a lot of people, luckily, I've seen, will go in to his stream, see what else he was talking about, and then be like, never mind, that's a little crazy.
First of all, your fans started trolling me, yeah, which meant nothing to me. But then people I respect come to me and be like, no, you don't know who Nick is. This is who Nick is. This is when he got canceled. This is when this happened. This is when that happened. I was like, fuck, I was wrong about this guy. I posted a public apology, and I don't apologize for anything I say ever to fucking anyone. But you know, cancel culture worked, and I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I was fucking.
I appreciate it, man.
Oh yeah, I wasn't aware of the level of your game.
Well,
that was like 4 or 5 years ago. That was a long. That was 4 years. That was a long time.
Ancient history. Yeah.
But now I've met you face to face. I'm man enough to tell you that I'm sorry.
Well, thank you for saying that, and likewise, because I hit you guys back pretty hard too.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, not you guys, but
it's the internet,
likewise.
You know?
I mean, we're in the same struggle.
We're in the same struggle. Of what? And then they're headed to the club now. They've all met each other. They've all gotten together, and they're on their party bus. They got themselves a party bus to listen to a certain song by Kanye.
So I can kill a Nazi, yeah, bitch, I'm the villain. Juice man! Juice man! They don't understand the things I say on Twitter. Nigga, how they don't understand the things I say on Twitter. All my niggas Nazis, nigga, how
All right, that's enough. We don't have to watch the full clip of that. I'm sorry I'm putting you through this. Yeah. So they get to the club, and first time I saw this clip, I thought I was seeing like someone had brought a GoPro into hell for them.
Yo, Nick, I'm gonna
wait, did I get that clip? Okay, yeah, I did get that clip. Hold on. We're gonna get to that clip. I forgot. There's a clip before that. Mr. Clavicular asked Nick Fuentes, hey, you know, man, you want me to bring some girls over? And like, well, this is Nick's response.
Yo, Nick, I'm gonna bring some girls over for you. Please, no. I'm good.
I'm good. I'm good. You know, that's not my thing. That's not my thing. Now, you say you're gonna bring some cat boys over, then bring like 8 of them. Bring like 6, 7 of them. I gotta stop. Anyway, they then go up to the DJ at this club and say, hey, can you play the, I can't say it on YouTube without the Da 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 song by Kanye West. And they do it. This literally looks like what hell would look like. This looks like the depths of hell. I'm sorry. Anywhere in the world, getting a club to start chanting this is a sign of the times. This is a sign of society, dog. But anyway, Kanye himself got mad at this. He Ye said to be frustrated after a group of internet personalities recently played his banned song at a club as he's been trying to move away from past controversies. You don't know Kanye West, if you haven't seen the video, he made a video with a random rabbi and he said, hey, I'm sorry, forgive me. And they sat there and they were like, you're good, just don't do it again. And that was basically it. And luckily, maybe until a random spaz out again, Kanye has, you know, eased down on the anti-Semitism. But to see this and getting like his past brought up, I say his past, this video is from like last year. He's getting upset because he's like, hey, you're like screwing up my image. And like a lot of these guys used to work with him and used to be part of his group when he was doing all this stuff. So I'm sure he's been vocal about how he doesn't want any part of this. Clavicular even responded to Kanye specifically.
No more club streams? That's not true. You know how many clubs DM'd me? Hey, you're more than welcome here. You get a free bottle. You got a free this, a free that for what we did. Huh? Lazy streamer, yeah. You're on a generational run and killed it in 2 days. I've been hearing that every single day for the past 3 months. Pretty much since I started streaming. I've literally been hearing that. I fell off, generational run over. It's like the copes, man, the fucking copes.
What do y'all think? Y'all think Clavicular's here to stay? Y'all think he's going to stay around, or you think he's just like a trend? I think he's clearly got more longevity than Hawk Tua, but I don't think he has like long-term creator longevity. I give him a year. Unless his content completely flips. There's only so much you can do with being a mogging looks maxer, right? There's just only so much. People are going to stop caring. The kids that are watching you now are at some point are going to be like, oh, this is stupid. Oh, this is dumb. But yeah. They then posted this hype video with a recap of their night.
Okay.
Laughing and celebrating Heil Hitler and Adolf Hitler. I cannot believe we're even seeing this and witnessing Miami Beach.
A Miami Beach nightclub catching heat, accused of celebrating hate with a song about Hitler.
Why'd they put the vocal effect on the word Hitler? Oh, yeah, but if you didn't know, the mayor of Miami got really upset about this. and is really pissed off. And I think the club owner was like, I don't even know what, like who allowed that. Like it was a random DJ that decided to just throw it on, you know? But yeah, you know, on Twitter, while there's a small group of people that are like, oh, this is so hype, this is so lit, this is so incredible, a majority of people are like, what the hell? This shit's lame. So literally you have the account Clavicular Updates, and it said Clavicular was trying his hardest not to lose his cortisol spike after jesters tried pressing him, so he had to calm down by rizzing a girl. And like Taylor Lorenz quote tweeted it, and she just literally just repeated the caption. It's so ridiculous. This is like everyone is 12. Everyone's a 12-year-old. What this is, I'm sorry, this is not real life. This is a cartoon. What, like this literally feels like YouTube slop, but like it's in real life. Trying his hardest not to let his cortisol spike, so he had to calm down by rizzing a girl. Oh. Then there was another clip posted, and it said the masculinity just oozes out of each second of this video. I feel like I'm drenched in it. And then it got ratioed by a guy saying, seeing people calling this gay, but like, no, this would be so much simpler if that was true. This is something way, way weirder. And like, it's true. It's like facts. People are always like, oh, the like clavicular fans and the Looksmaxing community, they're so gay. But no, it's something much, much weirder than that. It's like, I don't even know how. This is a new thing. This is as a human species, we have evolved to something that goes beyond like the spectrum of sexuality. I don't even know what you call this, but yeah, I'll end it on this. This is not even photoshopped, by the way. This is just his height. But I mean, when we're taking a broader look at this, right? This is what we always try to do at the end of every creator news segment, is what does all this mean for the creator economy? And I will say it's like, it's a 50-50 thing. I'd say overall, I feel like the Manaverse is on the downturn. I feel like it peaked at Andrew Tate, and it's like slowly dwindled off. And this is some kind of attempt to make sure it goes back up. And they're using specifically Clavicular, but they've also brought in like Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is not really even Manaverse specific. Like he's much more just alt-right politics, right? He's not a guy I would say anyone necessarily aspires to be like Nick Fuentes doesn't give off a rich guy vibe. He doesn't give off a vibe of like getting the girls or anything. He's just all right, but he's trending right now. And so is Clavicular. Clavicular is on the opposite of that. He is like no politics at all. He's just very hype on this manosphere stuff. It's these older guys that are starting to dwindle off, that are turning around and relying on these guys to, hey, pick us back up, make us all relevant again. And I'd say I genuinely think woke is back. Woke is on, it's hot on the menu. And what you're gonna see over probably the next year or so is content like this really getting a lot more pushback. I think we've already bypassed, unless something crazy happens politically where people are just get like completely silenced. I think culturally we've already seen like everyone is like really like, we love woke. It's like the companies and the social media platforms haven't necessarily caught up to that yet. So they're still allowing a lot of this stuff on their platforms, letting it get posted and letting it, you know, go viral and stuff. I think what we're eventually going to see is like 2020 social media return. We're not there yet. We'll get there. We're just not there yet. But this might be the last ride for the manosphere for the time being. And we'll see what's next as far as role models for men and where guys' attention are following the fall of all this. But yeah, that's it for this stream, guys. I'm a little tired, but I'm probably actually gonna play some Minecraft and stream it on TikTok. I'm gonna check if Minecraft's even downloaded. I don't think it is. I'll check. But yeah, if you guys want to watch me play Minecraft, if you join this, then first also make sure to subscribe, get my videos, go over to my second channel if you missed any part of this live stream and want to catch some of the segments. We're gonna go play some Minecraft on TikTok. It's Devin_Street. We'll be live there. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you as always. I'll see you guys on the next stream on Friday, where I don't even know what we're covering yet, but I'll research